Hey, Christine, it's Matt. How can I
Hey,
help
hey.
you?
Okay, so I have a question, a problem. I'm navigating a change in my business structure. I own a business that before the pandemic, we were making about $20 million in revenue a year. And we, held on through the pandemic, and I was trying to make sure that I could keep that business model. And luckily, our business has grown and actually succeeded through this time, which is great. So I'm looking to kind of up the ante with the business and move it forward. So what we were doing before is I had people putting personal information because it has to do with children and labels and things for them when they go to summer camp and lunch boxes and all of that kind of stuff. But what we're looking to do now that we've made it through this weird time, we're looking to add a layer to the business where I start really pitching to schools and summer camps and things on a greater level instead of just individual families and smaller troops. So now that I've pitched this to my insurance company, since we're going to be accessing bigger databases of people through our website, they're telling me that I need to add a whole bunch of extra, which I don't know. I don't know anything about extra cyber security and extra software to our website in order to secure this and to keep my insurance premium down. And they're telling me that if I don't do this, that my policy is going to actually go up. And so I just don't know if this is the insurance company trying to get me to invest in them or if this is actually something I need to do and what the risks of someone accessing like this database of families or schools, what are the risks of that? So I'm just trying to see if you can give me some honest advice how to move forward with them and with another company. What do you think?
You're dealing with not just sensitive data, but obviously there's kids involved. So it's really like that personal information is just, it's so protected. So
Yeah.
you even need to go a step further. Even though it doesn't sound like you have compliance issues, which would require you to have even more security in place, there's some basic things that I'm sure they want you to do. And what would those be? Like multi-factor authentication. They probably want you to have, they're asking you about your backups. They're asking you about encryption. There's a
Yeah.
long list of things they're asking you about, and you have to do it.
And how do I get that information? Like, I don't know anything about that. So
Yeah.
what would I do to make sure they're not giving me the runaround or referring me to a guy that like works for them or something?
Well, assuming this is a real insurance company, they're sending you probably a list. So ask them for a list of everything that they want you to do to, I guess, to comply. Like to comply with what they would consider their level of security, which by the way
Right.
is the same. All these insurance companies right now, they're all asking for people to do the same thing. Now, if you're in a hedge fund or you're in financial services or insurance, there's even more, but you're not in that industry. So they're going to give you a list, and what they're going to do is they're going to say, check off the boxes, tell us what you have, tell us what you don't have. And the thing is, the things that you don't have, you really want to go out and get an estimate and talk to somebody, to like a cybersecurity professional, and have them tell you what it would cost to put those things in place. And I'm not saying you should do that because you want to compare the cost of that versus the cost of the policy. You really need to look at the cost of doing that because it's the right thing to do. And whether your policy goes up or down as a result of it, use it as an opportunity to do the right thing for your business and look at the insurance company's questions and what they're asking you to do as something that is like bringing awareness to something you should just do, because if you don't and you get hacked, you're going to be out of business.
There are a lot of talking about online transactions, but the security of my sheer database and everything else itself, I mean, is that something that backing up all of our information, all of our database and protecting the web, is that a one package? Like, is that the same person, or is it better to have someone monitoring the security of my website and someone monitoring, our other files? What would be your recommendation?
It's the same person, right? The whole entire perimeter of every angle that you look at this from, whether it's your website, whether it's your internal network, whether it's your people that need to be trained, it's your email system. I mean, the entire the radius of everything, which is the surface area where somebody could attack you. Your website is just one piece of that, and there's no question that they can give you advice and they can talk to you about things like authentication and using passwords and password, the frequency of changing people's passwords and things on the website that could certainly be turned on to proactively secure the website and backup. That person's going to tell you about everything. And by the way, if they can't, that's your indication that, okay, I got the guy who's working out of his garage. I got the wrong guy. You have a great story during a really tough time. And those are great
Thank you.
cybersecurity questions. And I know a lot of people are going to enjoy, or probably did enjoy hearing that. And I appreciate your phone call.
Well, no, I appreciate it. And I appreciate you letting me know that there's more to it than just someone worried about our website, but also other ways that people can be getting into our software and other things, especially if we're opening to fuller scale groups and organizations. So it's definitely something to think about, and I appreciate your insight and your time.
You got it. Have a great
All
night.
right.
Thanks.
Thank you, too. Have a good one.
Bye-bye. If you want to find out more about how we can help you with your IT, with your technology, with your cybersecurity, click the link down below, schedule a free consultation. We'd love to speak with you.